Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be more of a discussion slash rant on the state of Sea of Thieves' PvP as a whole. Spoiler alert, it isn't great. So it's going to be a little different than my normal commentary videos, but enough of that. Strap in, grab some grog, and enjoy the video. So in my opinion, PvP is the most fun aspect of this game, and is what's keeping the game alive to this day, to some extent. Most of my most memorable moments in this game have involved PvP, and I'm willing to bet that is the same for the majority of the player base. However, PvP has slowly become more infuriating and dull, as Rare kind of ignores its inclusion in the game. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that last statement was wrong, as in one of the devs podcasts they mentioned PvP and some changes that will come to in the future, but that is far off, and in the present moment, PvP is hurting pretty bad. So you might be thinking, but Krabby, what is making PvP such a pain? Well, my dear viewer, there are two main issues plaguing it right now: variety and the dreaded enemy of the people, hit reg. I'll start talking about the variety first, since hit reg has been done to death by members of the community. So what I mean by variety is more of the meta of the actual game and the lack of new PvP tools. So right now, the meta of naval combat is as follows: chain shot the enemy's mast, board them, drop the anchor, kill them, spawn camp till they sink. This hasn't changed since chain shots were added in March of 2020, so it's been 2 years with the same thing over and over again. Player-on-player combat is a bit better since there are different weapon combinations like pistol sword, double gunning, and throwables to spice things up a bit, but yet again, nothing has been added in terms of new weapons or throwables since March of 2020 with the Blunder Bomb. So there lies one of the main issues with PvP, which is variety. And this one at least has a pretty easy solution, which is to add more PvP tools to spice up the meta every now and again, which has definitely gotten stale over the past few years. Some tools that can be added are Grape Shot, which would be multiple pellets dealing high damage to players and create small holes in ships. Smoke Bombs, pretty self-explanatory, bombs that create a cloud of smoke on impact. Nuker's Cannonballs, which can really be whatever Rare comes up with, like an electric ball that stuns and damages the player on the ship, similar to eel ocean crawlers. And Chase Cannons, which can be used, as the name implies, in chase. I feel like new weapons, like proper weapons like the Cutlass, should also be added, as there have never been any new ones added, so maybe a dagger or a boarding axe, or new gun like a proper musket would spice up the meta a bit. Also, I would personally like to see some balance changes, for the sword specifically, which would be to decrease the range so it's on a spear, and nerf the damage for a basic attack to 20 instead of 25, so if you get hit with it, it's not game over, and get rid of the stun effect. Thanks, Rare. Now, onto everyone's favorite topic when it comes to PvP in this game, and that is hit reg, or for you out of the loop, hit registration, which is when the server tracks if your bullets hit the player with a hit marker. As we all know, hit reg in this game is pretty bad, to say the least. I direct you to this video by AbsolutePixels, link in the description, for an example of how bad it is. I can't explain it that well here. And there lies the core issue of the game's PvP. It's a gamble whether your shots will register or not, so half the time your skill is denied by a man who just got luckier than you with the hit reg, and it's very frustrating. Backtracks are also a whole other issue, which is when you miss your shot but still kill your opponent because the server registered where your shot was as where your opponent was, even if they weren't there, which just makes you feel guilty since you shouldn't have killed them, and also very frustrating when it happens to you because it feels like you got cheated out of a fair fight. The sword also has its own myriad of issues, with blocking not working half the time, and its range combined with what I think is backtracking issues, making it feel like no matter what, you always get hit by it. It's so bad I started calling it the Cyber Stick, and the damn cyberpunk theme plays when I see someone pull it out. I know Rare knows about these issues, and they have discussed ways of possibly solving it with a different bullet system with hit scan weapons, but if they do implement it, I don't expect to see it for a good long while, let alone even work. But regardless, thanks for watching. I know it's been a while since my last commentary video, but that's what happens when you're lazy, have school to do, and continue to be lazy. If you enjoyed my little rant video, leave a like, and if you hated it, leave a dislike. I thank you again for watching, enjoy captaincy tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one.